Day 3 of the global march to Gaza.
Thousands from 50 countries march to Gaza. No banners, no politics, no clamour. Just the raw, unwavering drive of humanity.
Day 3 of games from the Sisi State Police and its collaborators. Yesterday, I left with an Egyptian friend. She wanted to do was to bring like a yoga mat for somebody to sleep on if they were camping on our way to Gaza. On the way to Rafah, not to Gaza. We wanted to make a demonstration there to try and open, the hearts and the minds of a corridor, a humanitarian corridor, through the international community in a legal way. So she just came along and we couldn't find a taxi. So we said, let's leave the hotel. Now, we knew that there were already people whose passports had been taken. There was a lot of pressure on us. But we thought, let's see if we can at least get to our campsite where 2,000 or 3,000 people from around the world, the hearts that, like yours, watching this, inshallah, are broken minute by minute and are not being remade because of the appalling wickedness that is going on in our world right now, of which Gazans, Palestinians generally, and Gazans specifically, are on the front line. So we walked around the corner. Suddenly, guy in a t-shirt comes over, give us your passport. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen, mate. Another guy comes over with him, give us your passport. Again, I don't know who you are. Policeman comes over. I don't know whether he's in blue and white. I think it was in white at that point. Give me your passport. All right, show me your papers. And then we're taken to a side street. And the reason that I want you to know about this is because I hope you never experience it. Because what unfolded over the next 5 hours is a real revelation about where America is going, for example, and where Britain is on the road to. So this is where we're headed. This is where Egypt has been for 10, 12 years and before that. Any time outside the Muslim Brotherhood, to be honest, this has been it in modern times. So we're taken to a side street. It's an ugly side road with bins, and it smells, and there's old buildings. And there I see, about 10 other activists and lots of plainclothes Egyptian men, desk and a table, and we're going to be processed. All right, fine. They're not going to let us through. I understand. I'm not the first time at this rodeo. But I did want to make mental notes. For myself, what to avoid in life. I noted the guys in the chairs sitting there looking at us all like we're rubbish. And rubbish? Why? Why are we rubbish? For caring? For caring about human beings? That makes us rubbish to you, does it? Oh, I think you guys know me well enough by now. I was staring at them, looking in their eyes, until they looked away. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. And tell me you're right. These good people just wanting to stand and say, open a corridor and give some food to starving people who are being shot and murdered in a Holocaust. Look in my eyes. Go on, look in my eyes. And you know what was interesting? Those big Egyptian men, they did this. Because they know. Because evil knows itself. And good knows itself. I don't normally get angry on this channel, but there was a lovely elderly gentleman. His name is Pierre. I hope he's okay, inshallah, from Switzerland. He just came out of chemotherapy a couple of weeks ago. He was sitting in a corner on a chair, and I said, are you okay? He said, I just need some cold water. They're not giving me cold water. It's the medication. And I said, can you get cold water? And he asked for his phone to speak to his son. They wouldn't give him his phone. The Egyptian sister with me was terrified. This is the meaning of police state, right? You just happen to accompany someone, down the street, and suddenly you're grabbed. She's like, what about my work? What about my life? What about my family? Shaking. This is the meaning of secret police, America. Take note. That's where you're headed, at Britain and France, all of you. Subhanallah. So she was afraid. And then there was, this was really sad. So there was a dog that came, and she was starving, and she had, she was clearly giving milk to puppies. And so one of the lovely, lovely people on this global march to Gaza, mashallah, reached into his bag, and he had a sandwich, and he started to give it to the dog out of mercy. And do you know what these secret police did? Kicked the dog, kicked a mother. Kicked a feeding dog who was hungry. It was horrible. It was so evil, the whole thing. Such awful people. People know people in an awful situation. Here's something interesting. The woman who was assigned to me was in a white uniform, maybe 23, 24, tidy hair. You know, she didn't look angry. She just looked like, this is my work. So I got speaking to her. Her name, ironically, is Rahma. And I just said to her, Rahma, why are you doing this? Do a different job. Find something else, inshallah. You should be trying to help your brothers and sisters in Gaza, not looking over us and guarding us. We're not the bad ones. You know who the enemy is? She had tears in her eyes. And she asked, please don't make me cry. Because the people were looking. Our bosses were looking, and you've got to have disdain. Allahu Akbar.
Where is your heart? I believe that the people of the Arabic nations have a white heart. I believe you are good people. They are starving children. I tried to feed these children and they shot at me. For love, for humanity, for Islam. Stand with your Islamic peoples.
So then we all get rounded up. We go in different directions. We don't know where we're going. I guess it's to the airport. We're going to be deported. 25 of us get put into a prison van. No windows, no air conditioning, just shoved in. We get into our seats and we start the long journey back to Cairo airport. And I notice there are chains on the backs of the seats. Have you ever seen chains on a seat? You know you're in a prison van then. 3 hours we were in that van. 3 hours. No water. Got up to around 35, maybe even 40 degrees inside. Elders, a pregnant sister. What for, Egypt? What for? Do you feel safe for now? You've done such a good job. This is the powers. It's not all the people. It's not all the people, but it is some. It is some. And as a Muslim, I just have to say, why do we expect? We can just ask Allah, you know. I don't need to pray. Allah's in my heart. Give us victory. Steal, cheat, lie. Give us steal, cheat, misfajr, lie. What are we doing as an ummah? Even some of the Irish sisters were saying, is this what you do? Is this Islam? We know better. We know Islam better than you. It was great to be in solidarity with these amazing people from around the world. And I have the greatest respect and love for every single one of you. For your patience, for your resilience, for your determination. May Allah bless you. For your care for people who are not your faith. They're not your people. They're just human beings. It goes beyond. It's not nation. It's not. Forget the nation state. Just be human. Stay human. As my great friend Vic, who was murdered by Israeli paid people. Stay human, he used to say. So my message from the global march to Gaza is, as Muslims, change ourselves is really, it's the starting point. We can't live in the grime and filth of our own nafs and ego and lying and cheating and chasing money and getting our little bit and then ask Allah's help and expect khair to come to our communities. May I start working on myself. Be patient and good, and you and all of us, Ya Rabbil Alameen, be allowed, be granted the right to ask for his help. And Egypt, subhanallah, I pray for better leaders for you. I pray for better leaders for all of the ummah, a removal of tyrants. And oh Gaza, Allah's reward is great. I can't say forgive us. I don't have the right to say that. But do know that a mass movement of people of the world will not stop demanding both beautiful rebuilding, an end to this cataclysm, that you stay in your land, that you have your rights, that you get your medication and the children have schools and that you can be looked after and live in dignity. And all across Palestine, the Zionists are driven back until they go. Just go. You can't do this anymore. What's wrong? And to Israel, what is wrong with you? Really, what is wrong with you? You've got to be looking at yourself in the mirror, each individual, and going, yeah, we kind of started another war and we're bombing 3 or 4 countries and playing the victim card. I was turning into a bit of a rant, and I don't like doing rants on my channel, but Allah forgive us and bless us. Allah bless you, Gaza. Allah bless you. Baitul Maqdis, return it to us, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Remove the evil ones and their supporters. And may Allah bring all of those who are on this amazing mission close to Him. Give them blessings in their lives and realizations and love and deen. Yes, deen. I'm a person of deen and I wish the best for you. But in solidarity, may Allah bless you all and forgive us. Give us a route into Palestine that doesn't have to come through oppression. Ameen.